Attention, the house I'm about to build in the following video is good in my personal opinion. If you don't like it, don't be toxic in the comments, it's the best I could do. Enjoy. Hello everyone, it's NIGHTSHIFT here, and I was playing Minecraft and I found this cool overhang area in Savannah biome. I decided to record a video of me building a house in the cool in the space in between the mountain and the overhang. So first thing I did, as to be expected, was because this biome is really weird, I explored it for a couple of seconds. But then I decided to, by the way, all that gold armor is from mobs that I killed. So I decided to get the smooth stone block, because I don't know why, but I really like the way it looks. It's weird. And I've never built with it before, so I decided to. But of course, before I did that, I decided to light up the area a bit more, so mobs did not spawn. After having an idea of what I wanted to build in my mind, I moved all of the sea lanterns into the ground, that way they wouldn't obstruct my building. At that point, I decided to create the doorway. I wanted it to kind of be like a doorway that goes up into the house, so I decided to do that. So I broke that a little bit, that way, it would be a little bit easier for people, and they wouldn't just walk in the block. Then I built the sort of foundation of the walls of the house. I decided to leave this part open because, it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to do it. But after I figured out how to do it, I did it. And then I decided, hey, you know what? It actually wouldn't be that bad of an idea to make kind of like a viewing area, because it's a very beautiful biome, which is why I then did this. It goes down and into this beautiful little section that is kind of like the observation area, because it views that beautiful biome landscape. At that point, I decided to just continue following the stone until I got to the point where, well, there was no more stone, and then I continued with the stone. That was awkward. Anyways, after doing this, I decided to kind of build like the first room. I wanted to be a little bit open concept, which is why I later in the video I scrapped those walls. So at this point in time, I decided to break the block underneath the door and turn to smooth stone. And then I decided to make that a little bit because I was getting a little claustrophobic. So I decided to continue that. So the entrance is all smooth stone. Then I continued building up the walls. But before I built up the walls, I wanted to just make sure that all the walls were the same type of thing, and that they were all smooth stone, as well as the area of the deck. At this point in time, I decided to, trying to remember, because this isn't live commentary, guys, I'm watching this and commenting on it. So, as I said, I wanted to be low open concept, so I decided to kind of just go to hell with that other thing that I did, the blocks before it, and I just turned in slabs so that would go up to the main floor. This is the main floor. The main floor is a floor of normal stone. Put a sea lantern there, that way it will be lit up. At this point in time, I decided to put slabs there because, I was kind of trying to go with the smooth stone theme. And I really like the light gray stained glass, because you can't really, you can see through it pretty well, and you don't see those little, the scratches, as I call them, on the glass. Those little white pixels. That's why I like gray stained glass, because then those pretty much disappear. I decided to continue to build up the wall until it touched the stone, because that kind of works well with the thing I'm doing. At this point in time, I decided I was gonna like make like a deck extension or something, so I put a door there. I scrapped that in the end because I wanted it to go into the mountain, not out of the mountain. I wanted it to look as attached to the landscape as possible. So I'd build the wall, and then I decided, hey, this is actually be pretty good. Yeah, that right there is the ravine that I was talking about. It's a 4-way ravine. Now, I'll do a video on the build I'm doing there later on. But, yeah, so I decided, what would be great for an observation deck is a glass dome. So I created the glass dome. And, and personally, I think it came out pretty well. But, what do you guys think in the comments? Tell me what you guys think in the comments. But if you guys don't like it, then don't be toxic. Just say what I can improve on. After building the glass dome, and there's a little entrance over there, because that's where, that's where the observation deck is going to be, like the bar and whatever. I decided to build up the walls until it touched the stone, as, I have been this entire time, because I said I wanted to look as attached to the landscape as possible. Notice how the walls are a little bit high, and I did that on purpose. You'll see why at the very end of the video. Besides the fact that I wanted to touch the ceiling of the overhang, I just really, again, guys, you'll see. But, so I keep building up the walls, and I came across that one, which doesn't attach to anything except the sky above it. So at that point, I decided, you know what, screw it. Let's just kind of like make like a little bit of an. Screw it. Let's just make it like stop and not go completely up in the sky like an antenna, because that wouldn't look really good. I tried to do that so it would look natural, but then I went inside to see if there was an issue with that, and apparently yes. I want it to look symmetrical, at least on the inside, so I need to place that back. Put the sea lantern up there, that way mobs won't spawn, and even though they can't spawn in the air, and I decided to keep building up the wall, and that's the wall. We're pretty close to the end, but as I decided to scrap the door and place windows there instead. I also decided to make every window too high, that way it looked a little bit more, well, though it didn't feel like kind of like a secret base, it felt like a home, Place a door there, that's going to lead to the garden in the end of this. Then I spent the next, like 3 minutes trying to figure out how to make a staircase in the area. It took me 3 minutes, and in the end, I just said, I just scrapped the staircase idea and just made the overhang of what I have so far of the second floor, and just, well, I'll create a way up to that later. But, I didn't want it to look like a ladder, because the ladders really wouldn't work with the theme of this, so I was trying to make a staircase, as you can see. It was quite hard, because I didn't want it to feel cramped underneath the staircase, but, I can't really ask for anymore. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired. Anyways. So yeah, for the next 2 minutes, I literally just tried to create a staircase that would work. And just felt too cramped either above or below the staircase, so I had to scrap the staircase idea. I accidentally broke that block, wanted to fill it up. Sorry. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to try it with just normal stone staircases. I tried it again and again, tried to find ways to make it look good, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. It just didn't look good no matter how hard I tried, and it sure as heck wasn't functional. So I decided to scrap the whole staircase idea and I decided to just kind of do a walk around the house, because this is pretty much the end of the video, guys. Decided to create a little bit of an overhang here, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see the rest of this build, then just hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this and other videos not like it, but still gaming.